Hey YouTube, Carpy2Meth here, and I'm going to show you guys how to make a survival shelter when I do my bushcraft. But the first thing you need is you need a fairly straight piece of wood that you will use as a stake, okay? Just around my usual campsite, I found this right here. So, get a knife, and all you do is you whittle the edge and make a stake. Got some Chipmunk Company, but the knife I'm using is a Case knife. It's the Case Peanut. And this stick looks to be a striped maple. What I'm making my stake out of. And it doesn't have to be a perfect. You don't have to spend a lot of time with the stake. But we're pretty much gonna be able to make this shelter when you're in a tactical situation like SEER or whatever, and you need a shelter. It's raining, escape and evade. This would be the shelter you would make. Keeps you warm and cozy, and it's great for rain protection, but it is not a permanent shelter. Let me tell you that. It's not a permanent shelter. So all you gotta do is whittle a stake down and just about there. Actually, this is that knife that I was sharpening on that other video, and as you can see, it's very sharp. Maple's very hard. It's not the hardest hardwood, but it's pretty hard, and this is going through it like a hot knife through butter. So I mean, this blade's only about 2.5 inches, and this tree is very thick, you can see. And I already pretty much have a stake right now. So that's why I like Case knives. They're really good, high quality, handcrafted knives. And they're pretty good. Really good steel. It's, I believe, carbon steel. Very good steel for a knife. It's very hard steel. What they make it out of, I don't know the exact steel, but see, we whittled the end and we made a stake. Okay. Now what you need is a piece of rope. You can use any kind of rope. This is just a nylon rope. Any kind of cordage, natural cordage. And this is actually pretty thick. Heck, you can even use a shoelace. Okay, so now we got our stake and our rope. Now, what we need to find, that tree right there. That would be perfect. See this sapling right here? All you do, you take a sapling. This is a beech sapling, so it's going to be a pain in the ass. But all you got to do, grab it and bend it. When you bend it like that, you just created your backbone, the shelter. And then, if I can grab it real quick, you grab your stake and your rope. And the first thing I would do, well, I tie my rope onto the tip of the tree. So that's what I'm going to do now. Just going to lash it on there. Let the tree, you know, kind of slipped away from me, but you gotta just tie the rope onto a tree securely. It needs to be secure, or it's not gonna work. Come on, you dirty son of a gun. Okay, so I'm tying this tree. Like I said, this is the backbone to your shelter. It's not hurricane proof, but if you make it correctly, will be waterproof. Okay, now where did my stake go? Darn it, I lost my stake. Speaking of steak, I'm a little hungry, but anyway. Give me a second to find that steak that I just had. There's my case knife. I gotta keep that, of course. Oh, my steak's right here. Okay, so now, when you have that, should have did this earlier. Just gonna hold the tree down with my knee. Damn it. Darn it. Okay, well, I'm gonna teach you this anyways. All you do is, to be able to tie your rope or cordage onto your stake securely, which you're gonna have to do, you just notch it, just like put a couple grooves in there. My hatchet would work better for this, for time's sake, but I'm kinda, reviewing a case knife while I do this, because like I said, maple is actually a pretty hard wood. Just notch it. Pretty simple to do that. Make a groove here like I did, and do one on the other side. So like I said, this is somewhat of a case review, case knife review. And this is a case peanut, which is a fairly common case knife. Okay, so now now that you made your notches, which I have done, and for time's sake, I showed you one. I don't really think I need to show you another one. You hammer your stake in the ground. And I hammered my stake in the ground like that with a hatchet, like that. Then I'm going to grab our rope that we tied to the tree, and we are going to tie it around the stake the same way. We just lash it on there basically. And yes, there's a lot of springiness to the tree. So if you're with people, make sure you know where they are, because there could be some health hazards in doing this. Safety hazards, I mean. But anyways, all I do is loop it. Oh, heck. All I do is I loop it and I go like that. Stick this through here. Make sure it's tight. And then just give it a second helping of that because it's not going to be very secure with one at all. So you just, I think that's called a granny knot. Oh, it didn't work, so I'm going to do it again. Just loop it. And, but this time you're not doing it around the stake, you're just doing it through the rope. Oh, come on. And there. You just made a skeleton of your shelter. Now, I gotta make this under 15 minutes or I can do 2 videos, but I guess stay tuned for part 2.